All right, we are going to take this kitchen from this to this.
Hey guys, Sally here with Call the Shots. Here's our kitchen with Greek Villa White and Evergreen Fog cabinets. Be sure to like and subscribe to follow us to see projects like this kitchen, sheds, greenhouses, and so much more. In our video, we will share products and steps that helped us out along the way. All right, let's get started. After cleaning the woodwork, we moved on to sanding to remove the gloss. We used a 220 grit sandpaper. And for all the flat surfaces, we chose the Orbital Sander. We did try a palm sander, but felt we had better control with the Orbital one. Then, for the contoured areas, like the door fronts, we used a sanding block sponge. The Diablo reusable hand sanding block worked great. Then it was on to taping. Because we were spraying, we made sure to have extra coverage to account for any overspray. We loved the frog tape and the 3M masking film. Now we're ready to paint. Don't worry, we did vacuum and tack cloth all the surfaces to make sure we got the dust off. So there's a lot of talking points on this process. We're going to start with our application choice. Because the kitchen is a rental and was vacant while we worked, we chose to spray the cabinets with a Graco paint sprayer. The paint goes on quickly, evenly, it's easy to get the contoured areas fully coated, and the final results look fantastic. Brush painting and rolling would have had its benefits though. It would have given us more of an old school rustic look to the kitchen. If we were doing a smaller cabinet like a bathroom vanity, we would have probably chosen to brush and roll the paint. Now, some of our helpful tips and tricks for spraying. Be sure you have the correct spray tip for the type of paint you'll be using. For this project, we used the 313 tip. And don't forget to test and adjust the pressure and coverage before starting to apply the primer and paint to the cabinets. To avoid having to clean the sprayer between each coat, and there's quite a few coats, we found that putting the spray nozzle in a bucket of clean water, along with covering the paint bucket with the suction and drain tube still in the paint, between the coats saved us a lot of time. Okay, the next part is choosing primer. We spent time talking to the experts at the stores about our kitchen and what products they recommended. We decided to test both the Behr and Valspar primers out on a few doors and chose to go with the Valspar Stain Blocking Bonding Primer. There was some light bleed through from the tannins that pulled through in just a few spots, so we touched those up with an extra coat of primer. When we finished, we were so glad we took the time to do that. On to putting on the paint. We did this in stages, starting with the lowers, then moved to the uppers. We started in the morning with our first coat, then the second coat later that afternoon, and let them dry overnight before flipping the doors and repeating on the other side. For the paint, we went with the Valspar Cabinet and Furniture paint in a satin finish. Because we just can't update the kitchen, the fireplace was done to coordinate with the kitchen colors. At the end, you will see this completed too. Now that the kitchen painting is done, it's time to put the kitchen back together. We reused the hinges, they just needed a little bit of cleaning, and then added the door and drawer pulls. We definitely recommend using the Kreg cabinet hardware jig for this part of the project. This is our pantry area. Originally, there was a bifold door here and the opening was very small. So we decided to hang a barn door to open it up, plus added an extra bit of wow to our final results. We started by removing the wood molding that was around the door, mudded and patched it up, then gave it a fresh coat of paint. If you want to see how to hang a barn door, be sure to check out our video here. Quick recap of the steps and timeline for this kitchen. The project took us about 14 working days. 2 days of disassembling and sanding. Plastic and taping was another day. Priming all the cabinet doors, drawers, and the bases took us 3. Painting the 2 different colors with dry time was 4 days. Then 1 day to uncover, reassemble, and put the hardware on the doors and drawers. And here is that finished fireplace that we mentioned earlier for you with the shiplap and the mantel, both painted to coordinate with our kitchen colors. And there you go, we finished the kitchen. Thank you so much. We hope you like and subscribe to see more of our many projects from greenhouses to bunkhouses and sheds that we have coming up.